20.9 allows for providers to record medications that are administered in clinic. So if the patient is given Panadol, you can now record this. Firstly, you need to enable it in the location setup. So setup, location settings, and the practice name. If we come to the clinical tab, here is the option to enable in-clinic administration of medications. So that setting does need to be enabled first, and then once that's been done, you can come to do a new prescription, and here we have administered in clinic option. So the location setup now gives us extra box so the provider can tick administered in clinic. So firstly you need to prescribe the medication, so type in a bit of the drug name and tab or search, select the medication, OK, and then fill this out accordingly. So for example 2 immediately for 1 day and 2, and if I tick administered in clinic, it automatically pops up with an administration tab along the top. So if I come up to administration, I can enter the date it was administered, so for example the 26th, and the time. Just type that in here. I can select the provider, so if it was a different doctor or nurse I could select their name, and this would be oral, but there's quite a few options here to choose from, and then I can just write a note if I need to. So this function is also quite handy for when the nurse is dressing a wound, so you're not actually prescribing a cream to the patient, but the nurse is using a certain cream on the wound and you want to keep a record of that. Then you could do the administered in clinic, type into the note field any extra information, how it was applied, and then just click OK, and you've got a record of the cream that was used. So next time the patient comes in to have the wound dressed, if it's a different nurse doing it, they can then go and look and see what cream was used for the patient. So in the details of the consultation window, the medication will show with IC in front, indicating that it was done in clinic. Now if I try and print this, I'll receive this message. So the administered in clinic medications can't be printed, it's solely for recording purposes. In the patient manager, if I come to the medications tab, a new column of admin has been added, and there's a tick in there to show it was administered in clinic.